Well, let's see if we can get to the end of this review. I just talked about how Peter Parker turned into a complete and utter asshole in this movie. Now let's talk about Mary Jane, aka Mary Sue. It wasn't bad enough that they made Mary Jane and Mary Sue in this series, but she also abandoned her fiancé without even breaking up in person, just to be with Raimiman because he told her his secret identity and why he couldn't be there for her. That is what we call a bitch. Nothing more, nothing less. And after watching the movie, watching this movie 6 times, to my ever-growing displeasure, I noticed Mary Sue was making eyes at Pete while being with John Jameson. It's clear to me, and to other people who have reviewed this movie and equally hate it, that she was doing this to make Peter jealous. She used a guy and humiliated him at his own wedding to make Pete want her. And what's really sad is that a lot of people assume Mary Jane is like this in the comics. She's not. She's a lot better than this. But thanks to first impressions, they'll keep thinking that until the Amazing Spider-Man reboot series corrects them. Now let's talk about Harry Osborn. So, Harry becomes obsessive about avenging his father and develops a hatred for Raimiman. In the comics, he did suffer mental issues, but it was because he was taking drugs. And his hate for Spider-Man could have more particularly Raimiman, as I said before, could have been avoided if Raimiman told Harry Osborn Norman was the Green Power Ranger knockoff and tried to kill him, which led to him killing himself. Or better yet, do like the comics version did and have the body given to the police so they can announce this stuff. Seriously, what is Raimiman's aversion to going to the police? I mean, besides being a vigilante. All this will lead to other problems in Raimiman 3. Dr. Octopus. As I said, they basically made him with the lizard's origins instead of being the cold-hearted scientist with an arrogant streak. Worse still, he acts more like Spider-Man than Raimiman does. He has the devil-may-care attitude. He's making the jokes. It's depressing how this came to be. John Jameson. To say this guy is irrelevant to the plot is an understatement. What makes John Jameson so great is that, unlike his father, he is one of the people who likes Spider-Man, and gives him the benefit of the doubt when other people think he's a menace. Here, he doesn't give his opinion about people's reaction to him, or the fact he's gone. He's just there to be a lame love triangle for the sole purpose of contrived drama. If you were to replace him with some made-up character or some inanimate object, I guarantee you would not have noticed the difference. Why do people like this movie? I honestly don't know. But I do believe it's how the movie deluded people into thinking this is a romantic story about two likable people. They don't behave like assholes, and a bitch, so they don't get perceived as an asshole and a bitch. If people got past that, they would see how unlikable they are. There are also the action scenes, which are vastly improved over the original movie, but not even that can save this movie. And now that I think about it, how can people say this is the best Spider-Man story of all time when it's the exact same damn plot premise as Raimiman 1. Think about it. Guy has powers. Guy struggles with responsibilities with those powers. Guy has a girl that he likes. Guy tries to be with the girl that he likes. Girl that he likes is with another guy who is very interested in her. He makes an attempt to win over the girl that he likes, and it doesn't go too well. Then the girl gets kidnapped. Guy rescues girl, and then he says we can't be together because of responsibility, yada yada yada. This is something even screen junkies and cinema sins who both like these movies admitted. Are you not seeing the big picture of what is completely wrong with these movies? The only difference is when she acted like a complete bitch and ditched her fiancé for the hero. What's my overall verdict? I hate this movie. I absolutely loathe this movie. This is the second worst movie I have ever seen in my entire life. How it has won awards and praises is beyond me. This isn't a good Spider-Man movie, nor is it a good movie in general. And the worst part of it is that it wasn't even a superhero movie. It was a date movie disguised as a superhero movie. I defy anyone to prove me wrong. My only solace is that one day people will wise up and see this movie is crap. And as of late, I see more people realizing it. There's still hope. So, next time I'll talk about Raimiman 3. Oh boy, won't that be fun.